Yo, 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 everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today is Friday. Today is Friday, and we got a lot of stuff that we should be talking about. Guys, we're going to jump on into things, but let me do an audio check because, sometimes I mess this up. Let me go check this out. Oh, I can hear myself. I can hear myself. I sound so handsome. Guys, before I go any further, now that I've done my audio check, I do want to give a humongous channel sponsor shout out to the one and only Kajira.network. If you guys don't know about Kajira.network, you should definitely check them out. They're the blockchain for real yield, the decentralized ecosystem for protocols, builders, and Web3 users seeking sustainable fintech. You guys don't know what's happening over there in Kajira, you must be sleeping under a rock, especially if you call yourself cosmonauts. I don't know. Can you call yourself a cosmonaut if you don't know about Kajira? Can you? Is that a fair question? Uh, I don't know. I don't know if you can actually. But anyway, if you guys don't, now you guys know. Check out Kajira.network. They have Orca, Fin, Bow, Ghost, Pilot, Blue, which is like the heart of the platform. So many different appendages, arms, and legs that you can hang off and or play around with. When it comes to Kajira.network, I'm using these analogies because I'm a jiu-jitsu guy and I love appendages and arms and legs and things to grab hold of because that's what we do. But thank you, Kajira, for helping us out. Guys, I definitely suggest that you guys definitely check out Kajira.network. Don't sleep on them. Really do appreciate their support. Before we go any further, I want to introduce you guys to my friend here. This is the IBC gang representative for the Cosmos ecosystem. You guys see him sporting his Cosmos hoodie. I'm sometimes lonely here in the studio, so I figured I just bring my friend. What should we name him? You guys in chat, let me know what should we name our friend wearing the Cosmos hoodie. Um, yeah, I'll leave that up for you guys. You guys let me know. I'm being silly, guys. I'm being super silly. The coffee's good again today. The coffee is good again today. Let's get into it though. Let's get into it. You can see I'm wearing my NFT Nashville shirt. I got my buddy with me. We've already covered our channel sponsor. The next thing to do is go ahead and take a look at the markets. Let's go ahead and jump on into the markets today and see what is going on. If you guys don't know, the markets in TradeFire are actually seeing a little bit of a downturn. We're on TradingView right now. If you guys can see, these are the indexes. You see this on the, I guess this is the right-hand side of your screen. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the Dow Jones on the daily time frame down 0.57% today. The Nasdaq is down 1.51%. The Russell is down 1.13%. The SPX is also down almost a whole percent. It's at 0.94% today. So yeah, as we have our ebbs and flows, the markets will do what they do. I do want to show you guys a little bit clarity, or give you guys a little bit clarity, give you guys some insight on possibly why this is happening. What's up, Jesse? What's up, my friend? Um, and before I do that, though, I just want to say, just like I said yesterday, the market trend is still intact. Look at this, guys. Higher lows still in play. We still have this long-term trend line of support. Again, daily time frame, right? We're still above some SMAs, some crucial SMAs here. So, as we do have our ebbs and flows, as the market is turning upwards, you got to remember that. I'm sorry, you guys can't even see this. Hold on. I forgot. I thought it followed. It opened up a new window. That's the one thing I don't like about Restream. This is what I was talking about here. If you guys can see this daily time frame, right? It still has its ebbs and flows, the stair-stepping movement to the upside. It is going to have its down movements as it's trying to trend upwards, but that's normal is what I was trying to get at. The market trend is still intact. We do still have this on the daily time frame, long-term trend line of support here. And we do have some critical levels below us for the Dow Jones, right? Again, this is the Dow Jones index chart. If we falter from this trend line here, we have some, the SMAs to catch us. We have some critical levels in the past that we're pointing out with these white lines here. We have previous 200 SMA strategy, which we did not dip down to, but we could again. We have previous lows even before that, and now we have the 200 SMA strategy, the new point of interest. If we cut below the 200 SMA on the daily time frame for more than 15 to 20 days. So we have structure, we have stuff to work with. I wouldn't fret just yet. It is what it is. Like, it's part for the course is guess what I'm trying to always preach. If you go and take a look at things, we still have this new structure of a trend line. Again, it's all about averages, right? 1, 2, we did wick through this before, but 2 out of 3 means this is still in play. We're going to project it outwards. We're going to see what we get left with. RSIs on a daily time frame still pointing upwards for the Dow Jones. we're seeing a little bit of money flow trending back upwards a little bit. This is the money flow, right? This chartreuse looking color. It was coming back down, and now it does look like it's trying to rise back up. We did pop into the negative money flow. You can see that being represented down here more clearly on the daily time frame on that bar on the low there, with the red being the negative money flow, the green being positive money flow. We did dip into the negative money flow on the Dow Jones, but then we popped back in over the past couple of days back into the positive money flow, and we're still in it right now. All in all, though, again, if you haven't already taken positions, ladder in using a proper DCA strategy, not financial advice. This is what I would do. If you have taken positions in the past, consider taking profits. You're in a very profitable position. If you've taken any position in the past, hell, almost a whole freaking year now. So consider it. Consider it. Let me take a sip of this real quick. Guys, I am trying to fly through this today because I do want to keep things short and sweet. Short and sweet. Hey, you have something you want to add? No? Okay, never mind. This is like Survivor. What was it that Survivor or Castaway? Castaway with Tom Hanks, where he's like just going crazy. Sometimes he doesn't have anybody to. What was that? No? Okay, never mind. Wilson. We're not going to name him Wilson, by the way. We're not naming him Wilson. Let's keep moving, guys. The Nasdaq right now, same thing. Like we were saying with the Dow Jones again. Daily time frame. Structure is still in play with the support line here. We are coming down to test it, but we need to do that. We can't just go up and to the right indefinitely. We can't just blast off and not come back and retest certain zones. So we are doing that right now. Excuse me for the sniffle. We are showing some indecision, some uncertainty on market cipher B, which houses the RSIs and the momentum waves. Momentum waves are money flow for the Nasdaq is coming downwards. We are showing some indecision with these red, green, red, green. Like, these dots are just flashing left and right here. We do currently have a red dot, which is a sell signal being flashed with market cipher B, along with, curving or looks like exhausting RSIs here. So it does look like with everything that I'm seeing with market cipher B for the Nasdaq, it does look like we're going to come back down and retest this trend line, like average trend line. Look at this long-term trend line of support with sell pressure when it comes to these anchor waves, right? We do have this long-term trend line. Yes, it did wick through, but it's all about averages, right? So we're going to project out, see what happens. We could come down here, still hold up and be overall long-term bullish, right? It absolutely could be. But something to just pay attention to, right? Like if you guys haven't taken profits, again, consider doing so, not financial advice. If we do falter, we come below the 200 SMA. You guys know the 200 SMA strategy that I'm looking for to deploy real capital is all the way down here. But even before that, we have zones that could hold up as support going forward. So act like you've been, just act like you've been paying attention. If you haven't, just at least act, fake it till you make it, right? Don't get jumpy. Don't go all in. Practice conservative money management. And if you want to be around long term, that's my humble suggestion to you, not financial advice. Russell right now down 1.10% on the daily time frame. We're still above, which was once resistance for us here. Still holding up above it, flirting with the SMA. It does look like we're still in this trend of making this stair-stepping movement to the upside until it breaks. Like, again, it's the same story. It's the same story for all of these indexes. We do show some indecision, some exhaustion with the RSIs looking like they're going to taper and round up or round down. I'm sorry. It does look like money flow, obviously, with the chartreuse money wave here. It does look like it's coming off. And actually, you can see that being represented really easily here. Us going from positive money flow into the negative money flow on the bar. So something to pay attention to, Cosmos Ecosystem IBC gang, right? Excuse me. I got to make a really strong sniffle. And or cough because my allergies are kicking my butt again. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Let's move on to SPX or the S&P 500. It's down 0.91%. Starting off with market cipher B. It does look like same thing. RSIs, while they are pointing upwards, does look like it's trying to round and probably make a way back down. Money flow long term, it does look like it's tapering downwards. We are still in long term. We're still in this money flow, positive money flow situation. And we do have, look at this trend line. We do have this long-term trend line of support for the S&P 500. So, that's pretty cool. Taking a look at the regular charts, the candlesticks here, I've been projecting for a long time that we're going to have this weird, wonky looking cup and handle pattern. It's not going to play out exactly. Matter of fact, it's looking like it wants to invalidate my thesis or my theory or my thought process or what I was preparing for. Again, nothing that I say, I don't ever say like 100% this is what's going to happen. I just look at possibilities, and I saw this huge cup. What happens after a cup? Possibly a handle. So, we project it out. We were prepared for the downturn. If it doesn't, great. So what? We're already in profits. If it does, we're prepared for it. So we're a win-win situation for no matter what happens. But right now, it does look pretty weird. If you're looking at things, we might have to actually invalidate that after a while, though. But right now, structure is still in play when it comes to the stair-stepping movement, right? You got to remember, as it moves up, it does the dramatic moves or the stair steps. And their lengths do get cut in half or they do lessen. So like it just looks par for the course to me. If we break down 200 SMA strategy, still in play. I'm still looking all the way down here, but we're far from it. We're far from it. So just relax a little bit. I do want to show you guys before we go any further. If you guys were like just wondering, let me show you guys just Google like what's happening, out there in the world actually. And excuse me. I have to freaking burp again. Just Google, why is the market down today? Why is the market down today? And you're going to see a couple of things, top stories, right? Stock market down. Stock market today, Dow ends flat. S&P 500, Nasdaq down. Apple, Tesla, Oracle, and other movers, blah, 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 blah. Just look at the headlines. You don't even have to click on them. Stock market today, Asian shares track decline on Wall Street. Japan cuts GDP estimate for second quarter, and the Dow closes nearly 200 points lower. Basically, it's a number of things. It's because mortgage rates are rising. People are anticipating the Fed's hawkish stance or commitment to not necessarily keep raising rates, but to hold rates where they are for an indefinite amount of time until inflation really comes down. Unemployment rates start to rise. They're just trying to flush out what's left out there. That's basically what's happening right now. So this is the typical bear. This is exactly what happens in these kind of situations after decades of say more than a decade of having it comfy. So it's cycles. If you haven't been here for very long, like welcome. This sucks, I know, but like it's just it doesn't really even suck. It's just par for the course. It's like if you've been doing this for a decade or more, like preferably 2 decades or more, like you start understanding it, right? It's this vicious cycle. But again, as in a long-term investor, this is the greatest time in the world for myself and others. Like, right? Like, let me give you some perspective really quickly on the charts. Really quickly, okay? S&P 500. Let me just take off all this stuff, right? This is what I'm talking about. Okay, let me go from the daily to the monthly. Let me reset my chart. Let me show you guys. If you're a long-termer, like right, and all we can go by is our past habits in the charts in the markets. Like, what do you see here? This is going back from 1955. A lot of you guys weren't even born, weren't even being thought about. Let's look even further back, right? Let's just go to the life of this. 1871. Let's go to 1871 and even past that. It's nothing but an up and to the right market. So you can do whatever you got to do, but smart investors are buying the dips. The ones that have the patience, have the risk management skills, they're buying these dips, especially on the monthly time frame, right? Monthly, longer time frame. Like, look, I charted all this out before I go over 20 years of price data. Like, any time that you cut below these SMAs on the monthly time frame, like that's opportunities, right? Like, look, you'd be pissed at yourself. Well, you should be pissed at yourself because even recently, right, when you bought it here, and we were showing you guys this, massive gains, right? So I don't know. Just it's all about perspective, and I just kind of want to give that to the Cosmos ecosystem and the IBC gang specifically. I know this is a YouTube channel for anybody and everybody, but we are hyper focused on what's happening within the Cosmos ecosystem because we are a crypto channel, and yeah, that might get me a little bit of flack or shadow banned by YouTube because they don't like crypto, but it is what it is. I stay committed. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin is down 0.94%, but we're still above 26. We're at 26,280. And again, it just is what it is. We're back on the daily time frame. Whilst we're coming back up to the SMAs, the 50 and the 200, expect volatility, some sell pressure to be happening there. But it's par for the course. It's basically down $234. Do you want to call that down, or do you want to call that just another normal day in the crypto markets? I call it another normal day in the crypto markets. It's Friday. It's volatility day, options day. People are just they're doing what they have to do in the trade fi markets, and also because we do have leverage, we do have options, we do have futures in crypto. Excuse me. These guys are just doing the same thing, right? Expect every Friday for weekly closes on options and whatnot. People got to cover costs, right? I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm not even gonna lie. I totally just flinched there for a second and looked over my shoulder because that's a gag. But I psyched myself out. I was like, "What the fuck? Who's behind me?" Oh man, it's just the person that we haven't named yet from the Cosmos ecosystem sitting behind me, like looking over my shoulder, freaking me out a little bit. Oh my god, guys, help me give him a name. Help me give him a name because I don't know what to name him. But yeah, so Bitcoin, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We are not that far from the halving. We're really not that far from the halving. Let's go into gold. Gold up 0.81%. Platinum up 2.55%. Massive move actually happening for platinum today. Silver is up 2.35%. It was actually up even more than that. So super interesting. PAS up 3.21%. You guys know how I feel about that. Been saying that for a long, long time. You're welcome. Like Moana, you're welcome. But yeah, oil, our crude oil down 0.21%. We can move on from that. Man, look at this. Look at this move, though, still. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Let's get into crypto world, though. Let's get back into the crypto world. We're talking about Bitcoin. Yeah, let's jump back into it. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. Like, look, long-term daily time frame. We have this trend line, right? We're still above it. We're in the anticipation phase. Oops, we're not that far from the halving. Just something to think about. The halving is scheduled to be around April 2024. It's I don't. Some people like my homeboy Homestead, which I'm kind of 60-40 on what he was saying right now. But it is like the market's overall expectation that we will probably have somewhat of another little dump. We usually typically do. You can see that in an anticipation before. We had this big run up, then a dump. But things I hate to say this, but it is different. Same thing here. We had the bear market, a dump, a run up, and then a dump, and then like a humongous run up again. So like again, it's custom to usually have like right before the having another dump. You can see that happening here, right? You saw that happen here. You saw that happen here right before. So be prepared for that. But that's not to say like we haven't had like, and it's also kind of, we're looking at this on the daily time. We're looking at past years, in Bitcoin's chart. But like anticipation phase, right? Big dump kind of resembles of what just happened. Big dump here. And you could call this like a mini bull market. Excuse me. My nose started running. That is so unprofessional. You want to see some buggers? I don't care. What's up, Mitch? Let me go back into this, right? Like, my allergies are killing me, guys. What I'm trying to say is like, it's funny when people are like, "Oh, this is a horrible bear market." Is it? Is it though? Was it though? I know for like a lot of people it was, but like, let me look at you guys and be for real. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. In the past, and even right now, there's been some humongous money being made in the bear market. It's just people let their emotions get to them. Let me show you guys what I've been talking about, right? If you guys haven't been following the current standing, let me show you guys like what I've been talking about. All right. Look, anticipation phase, this box right here, 2015, 2016, right? We have this huge dump, but then you have this huge move upwards. Look at this. Even before the next dump, right? On the test of the 200 SMA on the daily time frame, you could just eyeball it here to here. That's 181%. That's a bull market within a bear market. That's insane. And then you have this from the top, right, to the low again when it made a move of like 28% down and stuff like that. Like, but that 100+% gain in a like bear market, you can even just go back from here. If you took that position from here to there, like that's amazing, right? Let's look at here, right? bear market leading into anticipation. It usually happens somewhere in between there, the cross of the lows, right? Maybe again resembles some current situation where we might have seen the low in the past. Let's just say you go from here, right? And then from here into anticipation phase, which is still technically what people would consider a bear market, 327% move to the upside on Bitcoin's price action, right? And then you had from there, this is a great representation of what happened in the past to what might happen now. 300 something percent up. And then you have this vicious move back down of 72%. Everybody and their mama probably said, oh, it's over. We were just wrong. Like, well, freaking fake out, blah, 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 right? That was like, so it's happened in the past before, and then you have this huge run up. So again, I don't think we're ever going to have that much money being printed ever. So I don't think it's going to be the same, but depreciation or bear market phase here, right? You see the lows on. I'm just eyeballing this, by the way. And then you see this huge rally upwards just recently, 111% up, 111% up, right? We're not even like this is such a weird thing. This is why I said 60-40. Like everybody's expecting that vicious move down. We're not even down from the little bull market, bear market rally, whatever you want to call it, bull rally in a bear market rally that we had. We're not even down that much. We're not even down that much. And we're still holding long-term structure when it comes to the life of Bitcoin. Look at this. We're still above it right now. It's so interesting. And then you got to talk about like fundamentally, we have the ETF situations. You know, we've already wiped out a lot of this like leveraging and unrealistic yield generating platforms and, you know, Celsius, Anchor, BlockFi, all these other places. We do have some threats of selling, but like, again, remember, you can't sell stuff if there's no buyers, right? And so like, it's really interesting. It's super, super interesting. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just being very conservative, and I'm just being observant. So I just want to, you know, share with you guys, you know, what I find interesting right now. Let's go into ETH. Let's go to Atom. Let's go into the Cosmos ecosystem. ETH down 0.57% right now on the daily time frame. It's trading up still above, just slightly above $1,600. It's at 1617. Let me show you guys the ETH chart right here. You know, we're still threading this dotted interest zone that I've been sharing with you guys. 1623 is what I pointed out. We're still threading through it. That was on average in the past before. Still holding up, but you know, right now I think ETH, if you go look at ultrasound money, it's now not deflationary on the lower time frames. On the yearly time frame, it still is, but it's really interesting to watch that as well. So yeah, let's take a look at market sector B. RSI's daily time frame looks like they're tapering. We're still in negative money flow. The interest really isn't there. You can clearly see it being represented here and on the bar here. So not, I mean, it definitely hasn't dumped as hard as some other things, but ETH, you know, struggle busting along, but still surviving. Let's go into Atom. What was that? Are you talking to me? My IBC friend that has no name, that the ecosystem needs a name. Let's go into Atom. Atom's still holding up, right? It's still trending. It's actually down 0.47%, but it was up yesterday quite a bit. It's trading at 680 and some change. We do have on the daily time frame, RSI is pointing back upwards. We're still in negative money flow though. You know, I'm not thoroughly convinced. Long-term support line here. Yes, it's all about averages. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 out of 1, 2, 3. So 5, 6. So like 6 out of 3 touches on this trend line. It's still relevant. We're still trending outwards. It's just got to be patient. Let's see what happens for the Cosmos Hub, for the Atom token, right? Interesting things happening. Matter of fact, I don't think, let me do this. I don't think there's anything per se happening with any proposals or governance for the hub directly. I think there is still a post on the Cosmos Hub forums, which that is how you do it. It's not on Commonwealth. For the hub, you actually have to propose things through the forum, the official forum themselves. I don't think we actually have any. Oh, no, we do. Signaling proposal. We actually do have the signaling proposal, update instructions for Atom Poll POL2. Let's go into this real quick. Excuse me. This must have just. I know. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm human. Let's see what's happening. 17.17, odd number. turning out so far. Current status is being rejected. Of those who have currently voted, and it's still early, 99.99% of people have voted yes. So as it's standing in that current status of rejected, it still needs to get the quorum. We're not even close to that yet, right? It's the current turnout is only 17.77. We need 40% to turn out. So that's super. Let me see here. Way too much to read. Signaling proposal that aims to update the instructions for Atom Protocol on liquidity, or POL, Protocol on liquidity. Get out of here. Diablo 4 update. That was deployed on Cosmos Hub proposal 800. Get out of here. Diablo 4 update. Look, you can sponsor the channel. The liquidity is currently stewarded by the Atom Accelerator DAO, which stewards it accordingly to clearly define a set of instructions issued by the Cosmos Hub governance. So yeah, I'm not going to get into all of this. This is to do with the AA DAO. Very, very transparently want to put out there to you guys. I have put in a request for funding for this channel to do 2 episodes a week on YouTube and Twitter to cover what's happening with the Cosmos Hub, with the Cosmos token on the charts, and what's happening for governance and or the social sentiment for the hub. Much like some other people have done for 3 months. That's what I've asked. What I intend to do, if you guys don't know, is I intend to do what I've always been doing and not create sell pressure for it, but stake it, use the rewards to incentivize interaction and or retain the users that we currently have within the Cosmos ecosystem, and therefore throughout and facilitating not only content, but community game days where we celebrate the entire Cosmos ecosystem, but it's more specifically the Cosmos Hub, of course, because we're going to be using that sponsorship to not only sustain this channel for the foreseeable couple months, but also to facilitate and sustain the liquidity that we have in it by entertaining and bringing fun and engagement back to the Cosmos ecosystem by facilitating these great games. I've done so a lot on my own with my own liquidity in the past. We get a lot of engagement. We got a lot of people sticking around. Sometimes when it comes to spending, guys, my thought process is it's not just trying to attract new liquidity or whatnot, but it's also to keep the liquidity in the ecosystem, right? Like you got to give people a reason to stay in the house as well. And so I think it's a worthwhile endeavor. We'll see what happens though. But AA DAO, shout outs to you guys. I hope you guys see the value in what I've been doing. I hope the Cosmos ecosystem does as well. And it'd be really nice to get that support. Gosh, dang it. You are really freaking me out. I'm going to have to get used to this. Cosmos Anon. Somebody name him because I need to yell at him. I don't know what the hell's happening. It's freaking me out. I was like prepared for the joke, but I'm not because I still see him in the side of my eye. And I'm like, oh, someone's behind me. Anyway, guys, so full transparency to you guys. Go check out this proposal. It's a signaling proposal, right? But yeah. Let me see here. Go. Man, allergies killing me. Allergies are killing me. Let me go back to it. Actually, let me stop sharing that. Let me get back to trading view. Back to trading view. So yeah, go back to the charts though. Let me show you guys. My thoughts are, and it's really, really funny if we just saw the low, like a double bottom for Atom, 1, 2, basically, right? It doesn't have to exactly touch completely, but it could definitely hold up as a double bottom. If that actually does so, that'd be wild, because that would create like a very janky looking W of sorts. It's not going to go parabolic like that, by the way. I'm just saying, like, it's just, it could have its like W like that. But that'd be really interesting to see that we've been calling out 750, 615, 460 for some time now, and then have that come down to exactly where we pointed out of interest, and then have it hold up. Not saying that it's going to, guys. I'm just saying, like, 90 boo boo, stick your head and doo doo if it does. That's just like really, really funny if it does. I'm gonna feel like a damn genius if it does. But yeah, right now I'm just still holding steady. I still have my Atom, still staking. Guys, yo, I want to give a real quick shout out. There's so many great validators on the Cosmos Hub. But I do want to give a shout out to our friends at Crypto Dungeon. If you guys don't know about Crypto Dungeon, I really like these guys. They're up and coming validator set that validates more than just the Atom Hub. But they do validate the Atom Hub. They have great infrastructure. They've gone through lengths to run infrastructure for the validation service. It's underground. They have 24/7 response times. These gentlemen are not your typical run-of-the-mill individuals. Not to say that's any less or better than others, but they are professionals and like they are doctors in the real world. But Crypto Dungeon, guys, if you guys are looking to support smaller validators, decentralization, and or people who are trying to give back to the ecosystem, they have an NFT game that they are going to be using their validator rewards or profits to fund. So like they're not trying to take anything from people. They have a 2% commission rate right now on the validator, and it will grow as it gets higher up in the rankings. But they're fighting with the centralized exchange, which is crypto.com. And they could use your guys' delegation. So maybe not all of it, but if you guys would if you guys appreciate that kind of effort, help them out, guys. Like delegate an atom here, an atom there. It goes a long way when everybody does it, right? And let's actually really truly be about decentralization and not just talk about it. Let's actually support the little guys, right? That's what it's all about. We need decentralization. They're a great validator team. They're great individuals. They're a great NFT team. And I really like them. So shout outs to Crypto Dungeon. Yo, I hope you guys keep getting some delegations. You guys get bumped up into the rankings, and you guys definitely beat out these centralized exchanges that are near you guys. So yeah, shout outs to Crypto Dungeon. Who having struggle problems with this allergy stuff today. Let's go back into the charts. So let's go back into the charts real quick. I'm sorry, I'm kind of ranting a little bit. Boom. Let's go from Atom. Let's go into Secret. Secret up 1.78% on today. Although it's seen a chart though, right? It is definitely seen some issues. From the high to the low, it's like 97.78% down. That's not to say like there's been other ones too, right? But like I've been pointing out for a long time, 19 cents, 6 cents is where I'm looking at. This is because of recent price action in the past. If it's been there in the past, it can go there again. Shout outs to the Secret Network. Somebody from the Secret Collective, please stop being anons. Come tell me what the secret is, because I would like to share more. Anyway, Juno yet again. This is insane. Up 7.27% again on the day. Like, yes, has its problems, right? But this, oh my goodness, let's go to the 1 hour and take a look at this. Let's go to 1 hour. Again, remember, guys, this is BitGet, right? This is BitGet. So shout outs to the Juno number. Shout outs to, I'm part of the working group, and shout out like transparency report, right? I'm part of it. But this is insane. Look at this. From the low here of right about 11 cents, just shy of 12 cents, but 11.97 to the recent high. That's like 78, almost 79% on this chart alone. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. I have to do some digging. I want to be, chicken tacos. I want to be super ultra bullish on it, obviously, right? But I'm not like, my commitment is to the Cosmos ecosystem. So I want to do some light Rama sleuthing. I want to do some, I'm not a professional by any means, but I am kind of curious. I have my questions, like where's this coming from, right? This is, I don't know yet. We have to name them, but this is us. This is the IBC gang, Anon, from the Cosmos ecosystem, right? I don't know. I just woke up. He was there, bro. We got to name him. He's freaking me out. Mostly, yeah, there's a couple of things, right? But here's the thing. So like, I don't want to FUD anybody. I don't want to be like that guy. Oh, Juno, because I'm, I have interest because I'm working, and I've always been working and stuff. I'm like, calm out. I want to be real. My question is this actually interest? And so what you have to look for is you actually have to look through the transactions. There's just ways to do this, but is this just a handful of wallets buying the bulk of it? Is this a number of wallets? Is this a plethora of wallets that would indicate true reversals, right? Sustainable reversals? Or is this just a, kind of like a manipulated reversal of sorts? Or is this like not manipulation, or is just like one or two individuals doing it? So I need to find out. I want to do, yeah, everybody's saying seems sus, right? Like, so I do want to find out. I'm going to try to do some digging, or implore you guys, if you guys want to do digging for me and let me know, I would greatly appreciate it. I don't have all the time in the world to do so, but I would really appreciate it. But that would be insane, right? If the bottom is in. Look, guys, take a look at this. We pointed out it needed to hold 24 cents before, right? Pow. It's 21 cents. Well, it's not no. So let me just say, it's not news. You guys got to understand. And again, transparent. I'm a little bit biased, right? I'm on the Juno working group. I've been kind of like a fly on the wall this time, but I've been putting my input. I'm not trying to like FUD anybody or hopium anybody, but I want you guys to think about that. I was saying this on Rack FM today, and I was sharing my thoughts about it, right? If you guys don't want to hear it from certain people and believe it, take it from me. I'm going to say this because this is my honest opinion. The Juno network has a lot of potential for a number of reasons. One, regardless of the issues that we've had in the past with the token distribution, the airdrop, there was no private sale. There was no seed or angel investors or anything like that. The risk of security for a permissionless blockchain, there's no other one that I know of that can actually like flaunt that or even come close to saying that. So security out the door, right? There was none. As far as I know, hopefully this is the truth and I don't know anything that I don't know, right? But like it really is like the one place that is permissionless as far as a smart contract. There's no other one. Every other one that's smart contract, there was angel investors, VCs, seed sales, stuff like that, people front running you, right? There was a token price set. It's not that for Juno. Another thing is we're actually now with the Juno Constitution or the charter and and people working on the Constitution and the core one being dissolved and all this stuff. We're literally migrating back into the ethos or the description or what was promised as far as Juno being a community ran chain. We now more than ever have something that nobody else has. And Juno has always had this, right? Committed community, engaged community, controversial community, but fully controlled community, possibly soon. That beats out. There's so much value capture in that. And that's what the Juno working group has been trying to do. Ray, Signal, and everybody else that's been on. There's too many people. There's like a load of like really dedicated people. Yes, they've some of the people that are on there. We've had our bumps and stuff like that. They've had their falters. They've had some people just don't agree with it. Whatever, right? Like, but look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. You literally have a playground of sorts, not just an empty field, but you actually are going to have a playground of sorts. So structure that could never be attacked by the regulation concerns and or issues that other chains have, right? Yes, it does slow things down in a way, but it's the structure, right? So imagine look at what NFTs Juno's never really adopted for NFTs, but look at what just recently happened to SEC, right? NFTs are even being looked at as securities and stuff like that, right? You're going to want to probably, if an NFT, shout outs to Backbone Labs and stuff like that. I want to launch an NFT project in conjunction with Terra Spaces and Backbone Labs and the sale program and everybody and Migaloo and all this. I want to do that because you know why? There's so much value and upside potential. You never know, right? You never know. But I'm just saying there's so much value in this structure and what it is. Look at that, guys. Look, I just get this haircut. Come here, boy. Let me show him your haircut that I did. This is my oldest son. Look at that. Look at that undercut that I did. Turn your head. Pow! Man, I did a good job. Hey, this kid looks good though, right? He's a good-looking boy. Look, his daddy handsome. I make good-looking kids too. Hey, I'll be done in just a second. You go back downstairs. Okay, you go back downstairs. Be done. Just a second. Go downstairs. All right, guys. My kid just said mom's home, so that means wrap it up. Thanks, man. Evmos, let's go off it, guys, real quick. But I'm telling you, structure, right? Structure. Let's go real quickly. Evmos up 12.41%. Massive. Osmosis. I gotta wrap this up, so we'll just go through this. Osmosis still down 0.33% down. It's working its way, right? People that's trading at 32 cents. Guys, I do want to go real quickly into Osmosis. So hold on one second. My wife's gonna kill me. She's like, why'd you let them be by themselves? They're probably playing video games or watching videos and stuff like that when they weren't supposed to. That they were probably doing that. And so I'm gonna get blamed for that. But watch this, guys. Real quick, right? And then we'll wrap it up. Let's go to the stats real quick. Why no osmosis movements? There's a lot of reasons behind it. Look at that. Look, I don't know why you're sneaking. Everybody can still see you clearly, son. Pulsiftrain. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Why are you? Everybody can see you. Look at the screen.
So what?
Okay, great. Let me get into it, guys. I'm a real guy, man. Hey, I could really use support. I got family. This is hard. I take away time from them to do this kind of stuff. Like, but I'm real. My sons are awesome. My wife is awesome. My family is awesome. That dude that we don't know his name yet is awesome. Um, let me get into osmosis real quick and share with you guys real quick. Right? Osmosis. Run the osmosis decks. Guys, let me share with you guys. Stargaze up 7.17. I'm sorry. Yeah, Stargaze 7.17%. Shout out to Stargaze, our NFT Nashville main sponsor. Let me see. Evmos up here. There was an Neta's actually up too. That's pretty. Where was the chart that I shared earlier today? Where's that chart that I shared? Oh, who did I share, guys? I shared Jackal. Shout out to our friend Jackal. Jackal, another
Jackal.
Jackal is Jackal is our sponsor as well. Little transparency for NFT Nashville. But like, look at this amazing chart. Sunny has hands in other projects, I think too. Yeah, it's that's a whole nother stream for another day. It's another video for another day because I could go on and on and on about that kind of stuff. This is another thing that I really hate about osmosis. I'm not talking crap about osmosis, but this can't happen. Like if you want to be the Dex among Dexes, you can't be loading like this forever. You just like small things like this. You just can't be loading forever. But look at this chart. Jackal has a working product, a business plan, an actual product that's viable. Look at this chart. Oh, 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 that's a beautiful chart. This is the 1 hour. Beautiful, 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 right? Then and one last one. The one last one. I saw Quick today earlier as well. Let's look at the Quick Silver. Where is it? Where is it? Quick? Is this Quick or is it the other one? Liquid Stake? No. What is it? QIX? Quick. Yeah, there we go. It's a Quick token. Oh my god. My honest opinion, it's definitely not the Quick token. My honest opinion, I said this the other day, and then we'll cut the stream, guys. For me, this is not me pumping it up and nothing like that. Like full disclosure, I am sponsored obviously by Kuji, but I like Kuji. I like Jackal. Um, I think uh, you can't deny like I'm gonna put Adam there because Adam is the liquidity no matter what by far. It's like too much liquidity, so you can't like regardless like it is what it is, right? Um, but I don't know if like that's what you want to buy. But like, yeah, actually, you asked me what's good for buying. I don't know. Yeah, USDC, native USDC is a good hold now in the Cosmos ecosystem because you can go on and lend it, right? Like you almost can't go wrong with a stable. Um, uh, I don't want to say any LSDs because that like you guys have heard me say LSDs for a long time. My opinions about that stuff. Um, who, you know what? Let me get back to you, but let me pick five because it's really hard. It's really hard for me to say that. Um, are you just asking me? By the way, are you just asking me as like buy and hold, or are you like asking me for like detailing like there's value because value is different for everything. Are you just asking for like potential profits? Is that it? Because if you want potential profits, then you have to add LSDs. I can't be like I can't lie about it. If you want, okay, let me think about that because again, I gotta take my bias out of it. Then like, who cares, right? Emotion hat off. Like let's go. Let's put like our emotionless hat back on. Investor, we don't care. It has to be stride and LSD all day long. Like I don't want to because I think yeah. But if you're talking about like if you're talking about like just for profits, not morals or anything like that, yeah, okay. So you have to add LSDs into that. Um, yeah, yeah. Let me think about that. Um, and get back to you. Let me think about that and get back to you about that. Because that you can't not put in LSDs. God, I don't want to, but you can't. You can't not. Um, Oh, you know what I need to do, Jess? I need to show you guys, but it's really easy. Let me show you guys this sad thing. Remember the 10K portfolio challenge? I still have it. Still, I've stuck to my guns. If you guys don't believe me, I've still stuck to my guns. There's been other challenges, like I actually piggybacked off Cosmos Cryptocito, that they've added to. Remember the challenge was just set it, forget it, see which one actually does the best out of like X amount of years, right? Just compound. It's really easy. It's gonna be Cosmos through and through that like did the best. Um, but you know what? Let's do that on the next video. Let's do that for Monday. Let's do it. But you guys, it's sad. It's super. It's hard. Like, oh, it's a gut wrenching. 10K. Anyway, guys, I gotta get going because this kid is pacing over here. I love you guys to death. Thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you guys enjoy your Friday. Yo, Pressure AA Dow sponsor the channel. That would be like really great. Like I'm trying to do right. We're trying to just it's all about impressions for the Cosmos Hub. And it's all about backing your base. And so yeah, love you guys to death, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Enjoy it. Don't forget to check out NFT Nashville. Buy yourself some tickets. I'm gonna get out of here though. Peace. Cool. I'm glad you guys can catch it. I'll see you guys later.